Hey BGCB, this is Sarah Bullock from the Franklin Hill Club. Today I'm going to teach you some basics when it comes to using MagicaVoxel. MagicaVoxel is a free, lightweight, 8-bit voxel editor that you can use to edit basically pixel art. Okay, so before we do anything, I'm going to tell you where to find the program and how to download it. I'm just going to walk you through that whole process. It's not going to take very long. However, I will say before you do any of that, get the permission from your parent or guardian before downloading anything onto your computer. So open your web browser, type in the website that you see here on the screen. That'll take you to the MagicaVoxel website. You want to click the second blue box here that says 0.99.4. That'll take you to another page. Click on the 9th one where I am right here, where the arrow is. Just click that. Then click down on the left-hand corner once it's finished downloading. Click on this folder here. Go all the way down to where it says MagicaVoxel. Click that. Extract all. Then click extract again. Let that do its magic. Alright. Now open this folder here and go down to MagicaVoxel. Now you can either pin it to your taskbar or just double click it and open it straight away. I like to pin it to my taskbar. Keeps it easy. Alright, so once you open up MagicaVoxel, you're going to notice this blue cube straight away. This whole section, the middle section, is known as your edit viewport. This is where you're going to be creating all of your models and stuff. I'm just going to go over a couple quick controls. In order to rotate your model, right click on your mouse or trackpad and then drag that in whatever direction you need in order to view your model from whatever angle you need to view it at. You can also use a cube in the bottom right hand corner of the edit viewport and drag that around if that's easier for you. I like to just press A on my keyboard because that's just super fast and super simple. If you have a mouse, you can scale your model up or down by zooming in and out using the wheel in the middle of your mouse. If you don't have a mouse, or you don't have a mouse that has a middle wheel in it, you can use your laptop's trackpad and sort of slide your fingers together or apart, almost like you're pinching something, in order to get that same effect. You can change your perspective, which just means to change the way you're looking at an object in the edit viewport by selecting one of the camera projection options at the bottom right of the viewport. I like to just use the perspective option. I just don't have much of a use for the others, and this is the easiest one to work with. To the left of your edit viewport, you're going to find all your brushes. You've got 6 different brushes to choose from. L, line, C, center, P, pattern, V, voxel, F, face, and B, box. We're mostly going to be using C, F, and B in these videos. Those are just the ones that I personally prefer to use. Underneath the brushes in that same column, you'll find the options to attach, which basically means to add material, erase, which means to erase an existing portion of your model, or paint, which you'd use if you wanted to simply change the color of something you had previously attached to your model. For instance, if I wanted to erase a section of this cube, let's say I wanted to erase an entire side, right? Or start from the side and erase that, I would choose erase and then press F, which basically just gets rid of that entire face. So that's why that stands for face. You can also attach using F and basically extrude your model, which just means to build your model out in any direction. It just makes it a lot quicker sometimes to use F to do that. Now, if you selected B to attach or erase any part of your model, you'd simply do that. Select B, attach or erase. Click at any point on your model and sort of just drag that. It's almost like cropping something out. So that's like, if you wanted to crop out like a specific portion of something, that's what you'd want to use. C is basically the same thing as B, but since it's short for center, it does it in a more circular form, or as circular as you're going to be able to get in any pixel art program, really. Now at the bottom of that same column, you'll find your view options. When I'm working, I generally like to select grid and frame because it helps you see the dimensions you're working with more clearly. It's almost like the difference between using plain white paper versus graph paper. You can pretty much use it to keep things in proper proportion and all that. So if I actually went to the right of the viewport, under the edit column, under tools, and click delete, that would get rid of that entire cube. At that point, I could go back over to my brush column, select F, attach, and then click on the bottom of this bounding box to create a base, depending on what you want to build, of course, or what you want to create. When you go to the bottom of that brush column and you're looking at your view options, you can really see the difference using the grid and frame options really makes. You can also change that value in the little box near frame. So the larger the value, the less lines you're going to have. Now that just obviously again depends on what we're going to be making and stuff like that. And depends on what you're comfortable using too. To the left of your brush options, you'll find the color palette. Super hard to miss. You can just basically use that at your own discretion, to be honest. It all depends on what colors you want to use. At the very bottom of the color palette, you can select the color option. So that's just the word color. If you click on that, you can customize an existing shade in order to make it more to your liking if you don't really find what you're looking for in the preset options here. Also, I don't want to forget to mention at the top of the edit viewport, where it says project, you can click on that and type in whatever name you want your project to have. Also, if you want to undo anything that maybe you attached something or accidentally erased something, you can go to the right hand side of the edit viewport under like edit. At the top there, you'll see these arrows. Just click the one on the left to undo anything you might want to fix. Lastly, you can hit Control-Shift-S to save any project that you might be finished with, or maybe you just want to save it till later. Just press Control-Shift-S and that'll give you the option to save it.